What's up, everybody? Dansportsnews here, bringing you the 15th episode of the Dansportsnews and Friends podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at Dansportsnews, Instagram at I am Dansportsnews, Facebook at Dansportsnews to catch all my latest articles and interviews in sports. Today's guest is Vina Love, who is a singer. She is the daughter of DJ Kid Capri and will be on the new show Growing Up Hip Hop New York, which premieres on August 29th on WeTV. Check it out. So, how old were you when you first started music?
Around 11 years old.
Was singing something that you always wanted to do?
I was actually a dancer first, and I just fell in love with being on stage and performing. So once I moved to sing, I had to either pick one or do both. Yeah.
Now, I know your dad is DJ Kid Capri, who's one of the most famous DJs in the world. What was it growing up having him as your dad?
I actually had a very normal childhood. Like, I wasn't a celebrity kid, basically. And, of course, I definitely got a glimpse of his world and what he does for a living, which was amazing. But I definitely lived my own life.
How much of a role did he play in you pursuing your career in music?
My dad wants to be extremely involved, but I love doing everything, on my own merit. So I'm trying to, how do I say this? I want him to help, but not too much.
Right. Now, your song Air that came out a few years ago, can you talk a little bit about that and how did you come up with that song?
I was actually in the studio with Motif alumni for about 2 weeks, and we were putting together a 5-song project for an artist. And after we submitted everything, there were only 2 songs that we were considering. So, and Air was one of the songs that we made, and I couldn't let it go to waste, so I ended up using it for myself. It just fit perfectly. But this song was actually for another artist.
Right. Now, how did you come up with the concept for the music video?
My mom's my stylist, and my older brother's my creative director. So all together, we just sat down and tried to figure out how to be as creative and unique as possible. And my mom, she came up with the whole idea. We got the costumes together, and we winged it. We just figured it out. All together, we just sat down and tried to figure out how we could be creative and unique and really stand out. So me, my mom, and my brother, we went and got some bodysuits, some paint, and we just made it happen as much as we could. And it ended up being amazing.
Yeah, it was a very good concept. Now, I saw you
Thank
did
you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Now, I saw you did a remix with Snoop Dogg. What was it like working with him?
That was crazy. That was one of the craziest things ever. The way it happened also was crazy. I went to DJ Khaled's birthday party, and I performed the song. My dad was DJing. I performed there. And I remember when I first made the song, I was like, if I was to keep this song and I did a remix, the only person I could hear on it was Snoop. So after Khaled's party, Andre Harrell asked me, hey, that was your song, right? You should get Snoop on it. I was like, exactly, that's what I'm saying. So Andre Harrell and my dad, they spoke for a bit, and this was the beginning of December, and by Christmas, we had Snoop's verse. So that was crazy. And he did it so fast, I could tell that he actually liked the song. But it was really dope. It was a dope experience.
So was Snoop somebody that you always wanted to work with, or was it just because the opportunity was there?
It was more so, it was a song. It was, I never imagined that I would do a song with Snoop Dogg. So it was definitely the song itself, how much it fit him. And yeah, like, that was really just it. Like, when I made the song, I was like, yeah, this is Snoop all the way. Like, if I wasn't putting it to this person, it could have went to him, but he can't sing, so what better than to just put him on the song some kind of way, so.
Right. Now, I also saw you did a song with Jada Kiss. What was it like working with him?
Mm-hmm. Jadakiss actually, the person on the song already, they were doing the song with Jadakiss, and Jadakiss called me up like, hey, I need you to put a verse on this song. I was like, okay, no problem. So I went in the studio, we did the song, and it was a very small process. But I work with Jada like very often. I open up for live shows, and it was just a regular vibe. Like, it was just what we do. It's normal. It's natural. No pressure at all.
Was he another artist that you always wanted to work with?
Yes, definitely.
Now, what other artists would you like to work with or do a collab with?
Honestly, right now, I can't give you just like one answer because I'm really feeling everyone in the industry right now. Like, I love what everyone is doing. And even if I couldn't get a feature with everyone or, like, I would love to write for a bunch of people.
Right. Now, are you currently signed to a record label or are you independent?
I am independent. I just started my own label.
Oh, so you're not looking to sign with a label?
Depending on, depending on the conversation. But right now I'm just, trying to get my life and my stuff together. But we'll see. Who knows? Who knows what happens?
Right. Now, I know the show Growing Up Hip Hop, they made a spin-off called Growing Up Hip Hop New York, and that actually premieres next week. What was it like being on reality TV, and was that something you always wanted to do?
Definitely not something I always wanted to do. It was something I was always hesitant about. The experience wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It was actually pretty cool. How do I explain this? It's definitely challenging. Like, it's something to get used to. It's something to adjust to. But I had the right people around me. I had a great cast. We figured it out as much as we could. We definitely, it was definitely real. It was definitely realistic and not scripted.
Right.
Hello?
Yeah. I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was definitely realistic and not scripted, and I was just happy that I had a good cast. Like, I wasn't with people who wanted to bring each other down or, anything like that. So it was dope. It was a dope experience.
Right. Now, what was it like having the cameras like following you 24/7 for every single move you make?
Yeah, that was definitely something to get used to. 100%. I couldn't, just, having a mic on and stuff, like, it's a lot. Like, it feels like you're under, like, investigation.
Right, yeah.
It's definitely a lot, but we got through it. I got used to it after a while.
Now, what are you looking forward to most about the show?
I'm not ready to see what it looks like. After editing and everything, I'm just ready to see how everything comes out.
What was it like being with Ja Rule there? I know he's on the show.
It was pretty normal. Everything was really normal. There was no starstruck kind of situations. Everyone was very normal.
And what was it like working with the other children of all the other celebrities?
It was great. We all have similar interests. We all had pretty much the same mindset. We all want the same things in life, and we just really all meshed well together.
Right. Now, I like sports, and that's my passion, so I want to ask you some things about sports, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know you were previously in an old group before you did your solo career, and you were wearing a Phil Jackson New York Knicks jersey. What are some of your favorite sports teams?
Say that one more time, the question.
What are some of your favorite sports teams?
I really don't have any. I'm not really into, like, I love basketball. Like, I can watch basketball all day. But, I don't know. I'm not really into sports that much. I used to play volleyball in high school, but that's really it.
Have you ever sang the national anthem before any sports events or any games?
Yes, I just did, like, probably 2 months ago. And it was for the Bowling for Peace charity. It was for my school game.
Is singing the national anthem at a sports game, a sporting event, something that you would pursue, like before a Knicks game or a Nets game?
I don't mind. I definitely a little hesitant about the national anthem just because of, everything going on and stuff like that. But I wouldn't mind. I don't think I would mind.
Right. Now, do you have any more new music that's coming out or potentially in the works?
Yes, I'm in the middle of doing, well, not even in the middle, I'm at the end of doing my album, and everything sounds amazing. I'm super excited, and I can't wait for everybody to hear another side of me.
And when will that album drop?
Within the next month or two.
And how many songs do you have on your album?
I can't say yet.
Oh, okay. So you can't say if you have any other artists working on the music?
No.
Okay.
No, but I will be announcing all of that very, very soon.
Right. Lastly, how much do you think that being on the reality TV show will help you with your music career?
I think it will definitely give people just insight on who I am as a person, my personality, what I love to do, and I think it'll just open another door for who Vina Love is, and I just can't wait to show who I am to the rest of the world.
Right. Perfect. Now, last thing before we wrap it up, can you just let all the listeners know where they can follow you on social media and where they can listen to your music and where they can watch the show when it comes out?
You can follow me on Instagram at DINA_LOVE. You can find my music on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play, videos on YouTube, and Growing Up Hip Hop New York will be airing August 29th at 9 p.m.